And here we are, it's ready. I just gotta actually swap it out there. Yes. And then I got all this other stuff to do. Not expressly to actually do, but yeah. XP to collect. Go, prestige. Stars. On the day of recording this, the, what's it called? Announcement was just made. That there is actually going to be level 60 cap coming by the end of a month or something, I don't know. For reference, today is April 8th, I believe? Yes, April 8th. So that is quite the thing. Since level 60 means suburban houses. And that's a big deal for, well, that's a big deal for someone who doesn't have Morgan houses like myself. Since that will allow real XP growth. And XP growth, well, you know, naturally, account for whatever I'm trying to say. And that'll be that. Exactly. Well, in this case, there's going to be, I think it's 10 stars per suburban house. I might as well take a look. Yeah, 10 stars. So that's 6 of them. And they are pretty good at churning out the XP and the gold and whatever. Gold doesn't particularly matter, since, you know, do like 2 encounters and you'll have a bunch of gold. But that's still just fine, I think. I'm gonna on upgrading. Can't collect any of those yet, I guess. It's an hour away. Now I thought that I was gonna keep hold of these, but I'm probably gonna sell all of them. I don't really need them. I don't really want them. Going to want the population available to actually convert housing into other housing. Because the housing conversion is definitely something that I will be planning for. Alright, speaking of other things, got the Kraken over here, I guess. And the way the Kraken works is that these are the level 60 tentacle. The only thing that actually increases in strength once you hit level 60 and fight level 60 Kraken is the Kraken body. Whereas the Dreadnought's going to be like, you know, majorly increased in overall strength. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to have been fighting the level 60 tentacles this entire time. Alright, I'm not gonna accept a crit there, so... Exactly. It will be much more tanky though. Like, way more tanky. It's gonna get like 1.5 times his current max health and armor. So that's a thing. Okay, cool. I have somehow lost a boat. That's kind of to be expected because that's the boss. I feel like the Dreadnought is going to be way more scary with its improved damage stats than the improved Kraken is going to be, but that's just my personal opinion. Let's see if that actually translates into action or anything, but I mean, Kraken is like, you know, really designed to be pretty annoying, though, so more health on it, and I won't be able to improve my actual damage dealt, will I? Yes, that might be, I don't know. Naval bosses are going to be more of an issue, I guess. Although, you know, I guess they were getting pretty easy, the current level ups. Once the level cap goes up to 66, I believe, that's when the naval units like fully uncap their ranks, and then you can just like get like an R9 battle cruiser or something. R9 battleship. And with an R9 battleship, you can just, you know, effectively obliterate the thing. Something like that, anyways. That's what I believe to be the case. Whether or not it actually is, well, that, of course, remains to be seen. But I think it is. So, there. I could definitely do with raiders from my immediate base area. Want them to spawn out over somewhere else behind other encounters. that way, I don't have to deal with them as often. Excellent. Dodge. Yep. Do that, that'll be out of there. That's that. Heal those. And that's good enough. Yes. Okay. Now, first order of business is going to be this. Yeah. So the plan here, obviously, but plan here, these are not ranked up enough to actually do anything there. I kind of want to bring the radio tech here, but he's going to be... I do kind of want to bring him. Yeah. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but this is going to be what I'm going to try. Maybe a bad idea. Let's see here. Radio tech is actually 6 turns. 6 turns is actually quite a bit to wait around for ability to actually attack. But I think the FP will be worth it. See how well it does. It should finish the fight, right? Yeah. Oh, 2 bars? Yeah, I guess that's a thing. Cool. Shop demand is completed. And that's every single wimp healed, finally. That is also a nice thing to have going. Time to get the... That was the wrong... That was a misclick. A severe misclick. But I think that's all the lightning troopers that I need anyways. Yeah. So now it's time to just work on some dragoons in order to get the I mean, I don't know if there's going to be any SP trading available, but it was a very good thing back in the day. I mean, I never actually partook in it back in the day because I never wasn't that much of a player. Didn't play as much as a lot of people would have. But that is the idea there. Let's see, how is the coal is looking like it's there, whatever. I'll just consume all the iron. Now then. Got all of the coal. Now what am I saying? What am I saying? Right. What I'm saying is not what I'm doing. I should look at the promotables. See, what do I want? What does this take? 12 hours? Yeah. Get that promoted. Even though it's effectively the same as the Nomad, if not a little bit worse. Still gives some XP. So the real thing to be doing here and now is actually well, I don't know though, actually. Go to the Bigfoot country, attack a spot, go for soldiers. What's this guy? He is... yeah. Got one of him. He will be used. No, can't hit the second row anyways. Not a very great unit. Goal here is to simply get him promotable. Because, yes, one's promotable, or promotion. I think it's basically free XP. Well, not free, but promotions are generally pretty inexpensive. I don't know what I'm doing. Either way, should probably be promoting, putting this XP on a unit that will actually be useful. Probably should be, but guess not. I guess not. Or do I guess yes? I don't know. I don't know. Alrighty. It's a pretty high critical hit. That's a really low hit. That's a one turn to clear. Alright, well, once this guy is promoted, well not promoted, but ready to promote can go about doing some less or more interesting stuff. Yeah, more interesting stuff. What exactly qualifies as more interesting then? That's the real question. Well, as to what qualifies as more interesting, there is an answer. That answer being that I don't know. Okay. Okay, so that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Alright, I think this is what I'm gonna do. Navy. Get these out here. What do I need to? I need to promote the fish. Swing and a clean this. Alright. And why do I need to promote the fish? Because it might actually become useful to have again. Oh, I might have to work on the tentacle as well. So essentially, right, a level 60 will be a thing. Once level 60 is a thing, that means that the bosses are going to get way stronger, the naval bosses. However, unit like the M10s and stuff cannot get promoted until level 66 instead of level 60. So that means the grouper might actually serve a use in the boss fights again. And I guess there's also there's gonna be the Sandworm boss that can drop teeth. So that will also be a very cool thing to have. Teeth won't be a problem. Or they shouldn't be as big of a problem. So that's the whole idea there. This formation, yes. Then we'll go for this attack, followed by this attack. Then on to the next boat. Naval will need to be rebalanced for sure. really hard to have any form of blocking type units because everything can just bypass the front row and all that. I mean, it should be pretty obvious, right? Since the whole strategy for most battles is to completely space your units out as much as possible to avoid the AoE. Or at least that's my strategy. I don't know if it's the same strategy, but that's the strategy that I find works. Since it's what I find works, it's what I do. Yeah, Naval SP is a bit rough, isn't it? Kind of a lot rough, honestly. Let's go to the... Here we want these. And this is the other strategy also, isn't it? It's the strategy where you use stuff in the lines to avoid taking too much fire from the M10. Okay, that's a bit rough. That thing survived. But maybe prevent it from surviving now, yeah. Maybe I should have put the groupers on the second row instead of the front row. They definitely are not as durable as they could be. Or as durable as the ships at this point. They don't feel super durable. And, you know, apparent feeling of things is pretty important as far as it goes. Let's see here, I want to get rid of this maybe. Yeah, well, kind of a different sort of thing this time around. Doing some stuff that I haven't been doing much of. Realistically, I think this is like the first time I've actually done any Sovereign Navy battles in, like, well, aside from the Dreadnought battle. But this is the first time I've really done any Sovereign Navy battles in, like, weeks or whatever. Because it's been a bit since I felt like doing them, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I can... What can I do here? I have to make a unit. But what unit do I want to make? Well, there's only one unit to make at this point. Best unit. Oh wait, no, I gotta make more of these. I'm capping out on chem vials again. getting close to. Maybe I should make another chem storage plant facility. Maybe I should. I don't know. That might be worth doing. Oh, but there is another thing I could do here. Let's see, where are they? Critters. These three guys. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna hit them with Bigfoot. Now, you know, maybe I'll do some damage, but I don't see these guys surviving very long. I guess they are rank 1, so they can do some stuff. They're not bad there as far as like durability goes. But the whole goal here is to have them die. If they manage to kill stuff in the process, then that's fine. Alright, well that's 30 unit dead. Cool. Victory has been achieved. Now for the real gamble. Now infecting. Let's see what we got here. Mauler, alright, that's pretty good. See if I can get 2 more of those. Might lose the roll too. I mean, it's unlikely to lose the roll, but it is a possibility. Alright. Complete success. So that means I got 20 of them now. You know, I probably didn't need to go up to 20, but I am a fan of the nice round number there. So that's the whole idea. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Alright, so there's that. Elemental Trooper. All ready to go. Someone cleared out your raiders. Oh well. I didn't take the time to look at who was clearing out the encounters. But it's all over the place. All over the place. So I did kind of not want, because, you know, the whole idea was to have the raiders and stuff off to the side here where they weren't in the way of facilities that I actually click on. That was the entire idea there. So that is that. For some arc welders, and sandworms are occupying the Sandworm Ranch. almost like they want to free themselves or their captured brethren. Let's see here. I definitely need to get more coal. Where am I gonna get more coal from? By attacking a base or something? Probably. I'll go for the slightly less expensive steel jobs. So the 20-hour ones are obviously majorly expensive. Let's see, what else do I need to make around here? Could make a trebuchet. I think that's a good plan. Upgrade this duplex to level 9. No, I don't need to collect that. I don't need to collect that. Let's see, what else is there to do? Well, obviously these things. I'll probably stop with the turrets once I hit 2,000 of them. It's not like anyone really goes in and clicks on the factories anymore. Maybe people do, but obviously I skipped over the assist screen, so I don't know. Let's see here. What do I make some of? I'll make scout. So next, check out over on the map, of course. Nothing, yeah. Nothing, alright. So I guess that means it's time to just clear out the silver wolves. You know, presumably. That truck is still alive. Hopefully this does some damage. Not enough, really. Not enough, really. You know, guess I will put this unit out here. Okay. 15 damage, really? miss and a huge blast on everything. Okay, there we go. Completed. Couple more of these. Only a couple more. Alright, well that is a retry. Is this a worthwhile attempt? I think it is. I just gotta bring them up and clear them. Yeah. Suppressing the same unit. Okay, that's really not nice. Trying to not lose the unit here. But of course, why wouldn't this thing take no damage every attack? What's that again? What is this unit? Why can it use the same map hit attack twice in 2 turns? Why is it allowed to do that? It should not be allowed to do that. But I guess it can for some reason. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Very annoying. Sandworms, yes. Could probably be using the other units. The blue tanks. It's probably fine to just use these. Probably fine. I mean, of course it's fine. Of course it is, because it is. Or is it? As it turns out, it was fine. I think these actually do more damage than these do as far as the... Oh, they do way more damage. Okay. There's gotta be front row melee. Well, way more damage if they crit, I guess. Otherwise, not so much. Guess that makes sense, right? Try it out this way this time, maybe. They don't have as much health as they... Yeah, they don't have... Definitely could use a bit more health here to actually survive. Oh, that does a lot of damage to the tanks too, doesn't it? That does do a lot of damage. Should be fine as long as it's a crit, right? Huh. Speaking of crits. Would have been fine as long as it didn't crit, right? And then it's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna crit anyways. So take that. So I guess that's how it goes, huh? No real chance to not lose the unit. Sandworms. I do look forward to seeing what the boss fight with these things will be. Tweeter, command by. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I guess that's that. I do think I recall the main, like the Rigididge doing more than these ones are doing. Or since it was on the back row, it's kind of hard to hit. Stun blast, of course. Of course we have to have the stun blast. Go for wimp attack, I guess, yeah. Looks good. The other wimp attack, of course. +1 teeth, alright. That's good. I'll take it. Another sandworm at the same spot. Might as well. Might as well do it. Fortunately, suppression doesn't really affect the wimps at all. So it's just, you know, a straight up victory type of thing. How much armor do these things bypass anyways? It's got to be a lot, right? Armor piercing, 50%. finish it off. Right there. The HP definitely takes a lot more damage than the armor, though. No teeth that time. Grab those. Yeah. So, I think, that'll be the end.